Armor made of depleted uranium, a digital fire control system, and a communication system that unites all tanks into a single network. This is the Abrams M1A2. This is what over 60 tons of democracy look like. Let's start with the fact that Abrams tanks entered service in 1980, and since then, they've gone through numerous modifications and improvements. They've been upgraded so much that these machines will remain in service with the US Army until at least 2050. Externally, the M1A2 looks almost identical to its predecessors, but by modern standards, it is a radically different tank. First and foremost, it's the digitalization and computer systems. The technical components have been significantly updated: a new processor, higher resolution flat screens, a new interface, and a reprogrammed fire control system. The armor has also been improved. The standard armor is third-generation depleted uranium, although it varies depending on the specific configuration. The Abrams M1A2 is a very technological machine, and it's produced for specific tasks. For open terrain battles, it has one armor package, while for urban warfare, it comes with a completely different set. For example, for fighting in densely built areas like cities and villages, there's a removable task protection kit. The tank's balance of armor, maneuverability, and speed is adjusted depending on its intended use. Typically, tanks have stronger frontal armor than side or rear protection. But in urban battles, shots can be fired from any angle, including from close range. In urban combat, shots can be fired from any point, and often at close range. Some upgrades involve additional reactive anti-cumulative armor packs installed on the rear and sides of the tank. Overall, there are three main versions of Abrams tanks: M1, M1A1 and M1A2. The M1A2 differs from its predecessors in enhanced weaponry, protection systems, and electronics. The M1A2 version has an independent thermal sight for the commander, allowing them to track targets autonomously if needed. Improved optics also provide the ability to scan targets on the battlefield, regardless of the time of day or weather conditions. The tank's control mechanisms and information systems are almost entirely digital, uniting all tanks into a single information network that allows for fast and continuous data exchange in automatic mode. This lets the tank crews coordinate their work more effectively. As for tactical and technical characteristics, the crew consists of 4 people: the commander, gunner, loader, and driver. The tank weighs between 60 and 69 tons, depending on its configuration. Its length is nearly 10 meters, height just under 2.5 meters, and width a bit more than 3.5 meters. The turbine engine generating 1,500 horsepower enables it to reach speeds of up to 72 km per hour with an approximate range of 420 km. The Abrams M1A2 shares many similarities with the German Leopard 2. They actually have a common predecessor, which was developed jointly by American and German engineers. American and German tanks both have 120mm cannons. The main purpose for creating both tanks was to counter Soviet technology. Incidentally, the Abrams was adopted by the US Army just 1 year after the Germans introduced their Leopard. In addition to the main gun, the Abrams is also equipped with machine guns, one of 12.7mm caliber or 2 of 7.62mm, depending on the mission and configuration. This tank has served in the Gulf War, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Among the countries that operate this machine, there aren't many contenders. In addition to the United States, the Abrams is in service with Australia, Egypt, Iraq, Kuwait, Morocco, and Saudi Arabia. It's important to note that Western-style tanks are not designed for rapid breakthroughs. They are heavy, deliberate, but very technological. They are used more for systematic and methodical enemy hunting. You won't advance at a gallop. These refined technologies are designed to work in concert with other systems. Only as part of a comprehensive approach will they function optimally and ensure victory.